Introduction. Hello and welcome to our video on how to terminate an employee. As an employer, terminating an employee can be a difficult and sensitive task. However, if done properly, it can benefit your organization and improve workplace productivity. In this video, we will provide you with a step-by-step guide on how to terminate an employee, including the legal requirements, best practices, and common mistakes to avoid. Step 1. Identify the reason for termination. The first step in terminating an employee is to identify the reason for termination. This could be due to poor performance, misconduct, or a business restructure. It's important to document the reasons for termination and to ensure that they are fair and consistent with your company policies. Step 2. Review employment contract and company policies. Before terminating an employee, it's essential to review their employment contract and company policies to ensure that you are complying with legal requirements and company procedures. This step is particularly important if the employee is being terminated for misconduct or poor performance. Step 3. Plan the termination meeting. Once you have identified the reason for termination and reviewed the relevant policies, it's time to plan the termination meeting. This meeting should be held in private and should be conducted in a professional and respectful manner. It's important to be clear and concise about the reasons for termination and to provide the employee with any relevant documentation. Step 4. Conduct the termination meeting. During the termination meeting, it's important to be empathetic and understanding towards the employee while also being firm and clear about the reasons for termination. You should provide the employee with any relevant documentation, such as a termination letter or a severance package, and explain the next steps. Step 5. Handle administrative tasks. After the termination meeting, there are several administrative tasks that need to be handled. This includes collecting company property, canceling access to company systems, and processing the employee's final paycheck. It's important to complete these tasks promptly and efficiently. Step 6. Communicate with other employees. Once an employee has been terminated, it's important to communicate the news to other employees in a professional and respectful manner. This can help to reduce anxiety and uncertainty in the workplace. Best practices and common mistakes to avoid. In addition to the step-by-step guide, there are several best practices and common mistakes to avoid when terminating an employee. These include: 1. Treating the employee with respect and empathy. 2. Documenting the reasons for termination. 3. Complying with legal requirements and company policies. 4. Handling administrative tasks promptly. 5. Communicating with other employees in a professional manner. Common mistakes to avoid include: 1. Terminating an employee without a valid reason. 2. Failing to provide the employee with relevant documentation. 3. Conducting the termination meeting in a public place. 4. Failing to comply with legal requirements and company policies. Conclusion. Terminating an employee can be a difficult and sensitive task, but with the right planning and preparation, it can be done effectively and ethically. We hope that